Hi beautiful, welcome to the Guiding Chariot. My name is TC Lucky. This is going to be a kind of an end of the month wrap up video. Really to see what we need to finalize and what loose ends we need to tie up as we finish the month of May and move into June. What we need to finish as we start moving into Gemini season, and also what are we releasing because of this full moon we just had in Scorpio. So this is going to be a general reading. My only ask is really that you only take what resonates. Do not try to force the message. If part of the message isn't jiving with your circumstances or doesn't really connect to you, don't worry about it. That piece wasn't meant for you. So leave that behind and only take what really connects. Because of that, and just because of the nature of general readings, I do encourage you to watch your video for your sun, moon, and rising sign. Just because your message may come through through one of your other videos, not necessarily just your sun sign. So definitely check those out. As always, I'm here just to be a clear channel. If you ever have questions, you can always hit me up in the comment section below. But for now, let's flip some cards. Hey Capricorn, welcome to your end of May reading. Here's our setup. Let's start off with our oracle cards. We're going to get a peek at what we are releasing, what this full moon in Scorpio helped us to or opened up for us, helping to bring to a close as we finish out this week and move into the meat of Gemini season and into June. Let's see what's going on. I hope May has been really positive for you. Oh, there's your card. Ran away from me, hold on. Alright. Oh, let me get situated here. Alright, first card out. We got a full moon in Pisces. So still got a lot of watery energy around you, Cap. So balance, spirituality, and practicality. Sounds like we're trying to get... I was going to say grounded, but it's beyond that. I think this is really helping to keep your center through whatever you've gone through this month. Really trying to bring some balance and some harmony. Pisces, for some reason, is standing out as a really good sign for you right now. Because again, Pisces governs the 12th house, which is all about endings, releasing, definitely about spirituality. So sounds like if things are seeming a little chaotic, it is going to be your faith and your beliefs that help to keep you centered, as they normally do. So maybe they've been, I don't want to say sidelined, but maybe they've been out of focus for a little bit just because other things have been pulling attention. So I think this may be coming up just to get you pulled back into it. And then you have the waxing crescent moon, having faith in your dreams. So as always in true Cap fashion, still focused and working hard, very goal oriented. To me, this card popping up, especially in this place, is really just about continuing to chug along. You're already on the right course. You're doing what you need to be doing. Whether it's hard or not, like whether you're facing obstacles or it's been pretty easy. But I feel like for most of you, I want to say it feels pretty easy. Like I'm not saying that things are just being handed to you, but I feel like the opportunities you need, the responses you've been wanting to get, all of that seems to be coming pretty easily, which is great. Maybe that's why you're bringing in that spirituality back, because practicality you already have down, so I'm not worried about that. But maybe everything else is going so well, it allows you to return to your spiritual practice or to look at your beliefs. Maybe that's where you can put a little attention, since everything else seems to be having been set up and working itself out. Could be a thing. Sounds really positive. Yeah, I was like, that's not where I want to cut. Right, so King of Air coming out first. So, in a seat of great power, with a lot of foresight, doing a lot of planning, strategizing, analyzing, Mentally, you could be putting in some extra hours, working overtime in the mental department, just kind of thinking about the next step, what the future holds, what's the next course of action, what's going to get you closer to your goal. Look at that, 8 of water. So this is 8 of cups, walking away from what does not serve you. I also feel like this may be walking away, I want to say walking away from, I'm trying to fight it, and I probably shouldn't. I was going to say walking away from faith or walking away from spirituality. Not in a sense where you're like turning your back on it. Like, that's not what I'm getting. But it does feel like maybe we're so much in the mental space, we're not as much in the soulful space, if that makes sense. So it might be a little imbalance there. You may have been pulling energy out of one to feed into the other, which not always a bad thing. Here it kind of feels like you have been putting so much energy into this, because again, here you are with the king. This is mastery level, so this takes a lot of energy. So I almost wonder if some of that pulled some focus out of something. And I will say that's not always a bad thing. I feel like as I said it kind of made it sound like a negative. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I think this is just speaking to how this demanded so much energy. This if you're starting a new project or working on your career, things like that, setting up a home, that does take some extra focus, and all that planning and resourcing, all of that pulled a lot of energy from, and I really want to say it's something spiritual here with the 8 of water. And I want to say that now is really a time where you can find a little more balance. This has been set up so well that you can kind of shuffle some of that energy back and get back to it. Next card you have is the Strength card. So beautiful. Kind of speaking to that inner strength, not needing to force so hard, because the Strength card isn't about overpowering. It's a very gentle, quiet, calm strength, right? So this isn't about, full roar, running into battle, taking over the enemy. I think this is speaking to the fact that you have this strength already. You have that power. You've set everything up. This transition, this new beginning for some of you, definitely feels smooth. It does feel really smooth. And I think that's why the cards are kind of saying, like, you don't have to put so much energy into this right now. You can have a little moment, take a breather, or invest in something that also nourishes you in a different way, right? 2 of fire. So again, speaking to your intentions, your desires, what you're trying to put out there. 5 of water. Yes, all right. And it's interesting, this 5 of water is falling underneath the 8 of water. So 5 of water is, it's mourning, it's sadness, it's loss. I think this is a loss of whatever. This could be a sense of self. This could be some type of emotional loss. Something that you, again, have been diverting energy away from. You know what I just thought of for some of you? This could be actual mourning. This could be like a major loss that was really, really painful for you. I almost want to say this happened this month. If not this month, late last month. I want to say this is something super recent. And instead of feeling it, instead of processing this, it was easier to take everything out of the emotional space and just be really objective and analytical and kind of nose to the grindstone with that. I feel a lot of this has to do with healing for some of you. For those of you that fit that second storyline, I think that's really what's coming through. I think that's a small portion of you, though. I don't know, it could be wrong, but I don't feel like that's everyone. Most of you, it's really just about kind of pulling back and getting back into an emotional space and not just being all work, all planning, all strategy. Fabulous. 6 of fire, success, recognition. For some reason, this seems like recognition, especially considering how hard you've been working. So this is also great. I feel like this is confirmation too that, again, you're going to be recognized for all the talents and efforts and work that you've been putting into this new project. So it's even more like all the hard work has been done. You've set it up beautifully. You've done what you needed to do. It feels like there's this moment where you really need to take care of yourself. like your practical side, your professional side, you know, is doing so well. I feel like emotionally, or for some of you spiritually, there may be an opportunity for some growth or some healing, and that's really what these cards are talking about. Because here, like right in the center, right in the core of this reading, you have the 8 of water and the 5 of water. Letting go of some type of pain and healing it and moving forward from it. Because outside of that, you have your desires, you know, and these are things that you've been working on, executing, planning, strategizing, setting up the agenda, setting up the routine, and then they're the power to accomplish your dreams, the power to have success, the abilities you need to get recognized. All of that is solid. That's what you're putting out right now. So if you needed confirmation of that, you're doing a great job. The core of this situation is really healing from this, whatever this emotional space, whatever this sadness or loss, whatever you lost this past month. That's where you can do the most growth right now, just by healing and nurturing that piece of you, because everything else is doing very, very well. Everything else is doing very strong. Oh my god, I didn't even see this until just now. Bottom of the deck from the Moonology card is the time for healing. Hilarious. I love it when that happens. But yes, I don't need to say it again, but that's really the core of this reading. So take this week as we move into Gemini season to really heal, recenter, you know, maybe even realign some priorities. Maybe some things can get bumped up on the list now because some of those top priority items have been taken care of, so they can take a break for a minute. Especially going into Gemini season. Gemini season is usually fun. Geminis are all about communication, connecting. So this is a great time to really interact and you know, have time with friends. It's also, we're moving into summer, so lots of parties are going on. So this is a great time to celebrate. It's going to be hard for you to participate if there's this emotional baggage you're carrying around. All right, Caps. That is going to be your reading. I'm going to wrap it up here. As always, sending you lots of love, and now sending you lots of healing too. You guys take care of yourselves. Have a little fun. Don't work so hard, which I know is kind of ironic telling that to a Capricorn, but I know you guys have fun. You guys are wonderful. But yeah, sending you my best. As always, I love connecting with you guys. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for supporting me. It means the world to me. As always, if you have anything to share, hit me up in the comment section down below. You can also DM me on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. And as always, if you want to book a private session, all that info will be in the description box. Alright, my friends, take care, and I will see you in your next video.